Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. All right, well, it was a successful evening. Went into the studio to get a rundown on how to do test outs. So we do 10-week challenges. That means like we check everybody in to begin with, and then we check everybody out at the very end. And tomorrow's gonna be insane. Basically everyone who could do like management role tomorrow is either unavailable or like getting burnt out. And so I told someone who's on the edge of burning out, like, hey, well, they said like, hey, I need a 12-hour reset. Like I'm gassed, I'm maxed out. So I told them, hey, no worries. I know I'm scheduled to take the evening shift. I'll take the morning shift. And I'm hoping that works out well. So here's my game plan for tomorrow. I'm going to be at the studio from 4:30 in the morning until 11. Then I'll drive home for a few hours and I'll keep working my day job. I'll be working my day job while I'm at the studio. That's a non-negotiable. But I'll be working at the studio. I'll be like physically at the studio from 4:30 until 11. And then from there, I'm going to drive home. I need to like work at home because I have like 3 monitors. It's really well set up for at home or remote work. I'll work from home from 11:30 to 3:30. And then I'm going to drive back to the studio to work the evening shift from 4 until like 7:30. So tomorrow is going to be like a 4:30 to 7:30 shift, like 15 hours, maybe 6, hopefully not 16 if cleaners can come, but it's not scary and it's not overwhelming because I see it coming. What does scare me is I don't know if all of the instructors are going to show. Like that's 4 classes in the morning, 3 classes at night. I need everyone to show. And I need 7 for 7. Now, normally people do show, so it's not a surprise. But man, oh man, I really need them to show because it's a strength day. I'm not as confident on teaching strength day, and I want to give a good experience to the members. And a long day like that, I don't want to give what's left of me. I want to give what's best of me. And so when I'm learning with the shifts and being in the weeds so much, I'm learning that you have like 15 minutes of people coming in, 15 minutes of people leaving. So out of every 60-minute chunk, you have like a half hour of like heads down focus time. And then the rest is like chit-chatting, member relations, customer service, handling messages that are coming in through like voicemail, through email, through Facebook, and just all over the place. It's a lot of task switching, so you need to have big, medium, and small goals for the day. I was supposed to give a webinar tomorrow night. I don't think I'm able to do it, so I'll have to pause that. On Friday night, I give the managers an update on the state of the business, where we are, where we're going, and where we're heading in the long term. So we need to prep for that. But for tonight, man, it's 7 o'clock. I think what I have to do is go home. Well, right now, not have to do. Like, this is what I must do to succeed over the next 3 days. Today being day 1 of those 3. I need to go home. I need to rest up. I need to get a good night's sleep, say goodnight to my kids. I need to have a good personal home life. Once the kids are in bed, brush teeth, and then they're in bed for the night, I think I need to go to bed at like 8:30. I need to get a lot of sleep because I'm going to be getting up at like 3:30 tomorrow. And get up at 3:30, leave by 4, get to the place by 4:30. So if I can sleep from 8:30 to 3:30, that's 7 hours of sleep. That's actually more sleep than I've gotten lately. But then I'll be equipped and ready for working something as crazy as that is. I don't want to be doing this, but I need to be doing this. And those two can coexist. No one wants to work that much. That's draining. And some people do it day in and day out. And I don't want to be that guy. And so what does that mean? That means I need to figure out how can I avoid the How can I avoid people from getting burnt out or being unavailable? Well, we need an additional shift lead right now, so we need a +1 on staff or standby. I also need my head manager to not burn out, to not do too much, to not sign up to do too much, and to acknowledge that they can do a medium amount of work per day, because that's stable. We're only 7 days into this. There's still a lot of runway to go for getting this club to the status it needs to be at. So I need to help my GM not burn out. I need to help my GM find a shift lead, someone who can be available, hang out, note down member questions, concerns, issues, so that they can take a break. And that's just a priority. That's the way it is. I also need to keep focused on my day job, because when I'm used to working like an 8-hour smooth sailing day, and working 8 hours, you're not fully focused the whole 8 hours. You need water break, bathroom break, snack break, something to reset your brain so that you're not just in a malaise for 8 hours. And so now that I'm working more intentionally, tomorrow is like crazy hours, I need every minute to count. And I don't need to drain myself, but I need to realize, okay, I have 20 minutes of focus work. What do I need to do in these next 20 minutes to tack up enough 20-minute chunks to bleed over into a meaningful work day? I'm not shorting my employer. I'm not shorting the gym. I'm not shorting the marketing partnership that I'm starting up. But I'm doing a lot, and tomorrow's going to be a full plate. And that's okay. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. We're going to have a great test out this week. We're going to have a good Thursday. I'm going to have quality time at home with my wife. I'm going to kiss my kids to go to bed tonight. I'm going to do it with a smile on my face. I'm going to lean on my support and my rock solid foundation for how to juggle all this. And that's my game plan. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.